What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for coming to check me out. If you are curious how I did this refill lash extension DIY style, tune in and keep watching. Period. Okay, so tonight I'm having some Fireball. You guys are not gonna believe this, but I am going to attempt to do my own individual lash extensions. Now I know you're probably thinking like, girl, you be doing too much. And I do. That's true. I do. I know that. This I know. But let me tell you why. I had got them done professionally, and they end up coming off by the pounds, honey. I'm seriously referring to pounds a day. I paid $135 for it, including tip, and I just expected that these lashes will last longer than 3 days. And literally by the third day, they were pretty much looking, especially this side was pretty much looking like this. So, and don't mind my nail. Don't mind my hands. I ain't put no lotion on or anything. I made sure to wash all that off because I want to make sure I do this correctly. But I don't really know what I'm doing. I watched a bunch of videos, and not only that, most of the videos I watched were not most, all of the videos that I watched were doing a whole set. So I'm gonna do this video attempting to give myself a refill, okay, a lash extension refill. Pray for me, okay, because sis is really always doing something. I swear I'm a DIY queen, but I tell you this, if I get it right the first time, you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing, sis. Nothing. So anyways, okay, keep watching. I will let you know everything that I'm using in this video. And yeah, if you are interested in wanting the links to the items that I particularly purchased, just let me know and I will leave it in the comment box or description. But anyways, stay tuned.
Okay guys, so for starters, I'm just gonna show you what you're gonna need. I couldn't decide between glue, so yeah, I purchased both. The I Envy Kiss glue was waterproof. That's what I've seen most people use, but I also purchased the hair glue just in case that didn't work out for me. Next, you are going to need some tweezers. I brought a multi-pack because I'm not sure which one would be better grippers, but you know, it's good to have options, child. I also chose 2 different types of lashes because when I purchased the first pack, which were the smaller lashes, I was like, nah, I'm gonna need something thicker and heavier than that. And I realized 3D and 7D is like, I guess how many lashes is on one stem. I'm not sure, but the fuller look or whatever. So I purchased both. Shots. Give me a second, okay? Ilk. That was so disgusting. Like, child. Okay? Anywho, you will also need a fan, a lash fan. This fan came in handy. I actually really love this fan. Like, it was just perfect, okay? Like, perfect for drying lashes. And it also has 4 different speeds. So that was also a plus. Okay, child. And lastly, I think this is lastly, but you are definitely going to also need some spoolies. I really love these spoolies. They are so cute. I decided to choose this particular color because when I got them done professionally, this is exactly the spoolie that my lash tech gave to me for free. So I was just like, you know, she gave me a couple to take home with, just to keep up, you know, the maintenance of them and everything. But yeah, you see how clumsy I am, right? But I just love it. You see the glitter? It's so fetch. I love it. Yes. And you can never have enough spoolies when you're doing your your lashes, child, like, period. Okay, so okay guys, so you see the type of tweezers I chose. I went with the one that had the most hook in it, because I felt like it would be easier to clip the lashes as well as apply them. And as you can see, I'm gently taking my spoolie and just brushing them just to make sure everything is all evenly separated, so that as I apply my lashes, I just have a fresh, clean, straight start. Okay guys, so initially I definitely was planning on using the Kiss INV Lash Glue, but as you will see, I ended up using the hair glue. It just made more sense, and the hair glue didn't dry as fast as the Kiss INV glue. Literally, and yes, I did use the actual container it came in, the little packaging it came in, but by the time I went to dip my lash in the glue that I set aside and place it on my eyelid, it just was not working because I just assumed it was drying too fast, child. So you'll see that in a moment, but that's literally why I ended up not going with the Kiss INV. So I'm really happy that I did purchase the hair glue just in case. Like, that was like literally the smartest move I ever made, because that's what I ended up going with. So I can only suggest you guys do the same. It may work out differently for you, or if you're used to doing them, maybe you can tell me what was going on, what I did wrong. So as you can see, I am struggling already. This is the first lash that I begin to apply. I did start with like a really, really small lash for the outer corners. I believe I started with like size 10 or 9. I think it was a 9 actually. And that's just because I wanted to give my lashes like a lot of definition. I didn't want it all being straight across the board. I kind of wanted a wispy look, a slightly dramatic, nothing too over the top, glamorous, but not too major. Excuse my breakout. Like, oh God. I've been drinking Pepsi lately and literally my cheeks broke out. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. So clearly you can see I was over trying that. It took me like 5 to 6 attempts before I realized I need to switch glue. Like, I know the hair glue won't let me down. So that's what I did. I went to switch glue, and yeah, just keep watching. So what you want to do from here, like when you go to pick up your lashes with your tweezers, you want to pick them up as close to the bottom of the lashes as you can. And yes, I did purchase the clusters because I knew that I wanted a fuller look. The more clusters you have, the fuller the look is going to be. I also purchased, lash sets that had a mixture of lashes because I knew that I wanted a, wispy, dimensional kind of like 3D dimensional kind of look. Please note, it is very important to press and hold firmly for a few seconds, and also dry your lashes anywhere between, I don't know, I didn't do it overly the top, but like 15 to 20 seconds or whatever. Just make sure you get a good dry. Like I said, my fan has multiple settings, so I really get a lot, the first time. But yes, I am so happy. Now, the videos that I watched, they were saying that you want to alternate between eyelash and eyelash. That is something I would have been able to do throughout the entire time applying my lashes. The reason why I chose not to, because it didn't make sense to.
Success. I'll be back when I'm done.
Another takeaway from this video would be, as you see, I am holding my eyelid as far up as I can. That is just so that I could see what I'm doing. And granted, I don't have any glasses on, obviously, and my eyesight is really bad. So I did use a very large magnifying mirror. There you go. I used a very large magnifying mirror, so I was able to really see what I was doing, and I can suggest that you do the same. I also used my ring light to give me a very, very clear vision, as clear as I can, so I can see directly what I'm doing, because as you all know, the lighting in my room is very dim. It's meant for mood only. Okay, ladies, so keep in mind, after I've applied every single lash, I took my fan and dried each time. I also take my brush from time to time. I'm not going to say every single time, but definitely when needed. And I would say like every other lash or two that I apply, I would, take the brush and just straighten them out and just fluff them out just to get the feel of it, so I can see like where I want my next lash to lay. You know where I effed up at? I brought one pan of this. I'm realizing you should get 2 pans per eye, just in case. So as you all can see here at this point, I am just going in back into the other eye, into my inner corners, adding some fullness and lightness. I just kind of alternate between, the different sizes to give me this look. I'm redoing my lashes and I'm just about done. I'm doing such an amazing job. I'm not getting my lashes done no more when I can do them myself. I'm still working on this one, but this one's just about done. I'm just going to add a couple of fill-ins and one more here. Period, poo. I'm still finishing up, but just adding like touches.
for the record, this is my very first time doing this. Some things that you need to keep in mind is I purchased one of each, and I feel like you either need to have two of each, or particularly two versions of the 15, 14, 13 size lashes. I'm not really sure, but I just felt like I want more of a wispy look, and I was able to get somewhat of that look because I was doing a fill-in. But if I had to do it fresh, I would need more of the last three. So for starters, this is what it's looking like. So I mostly used 15, 14, 13, and 12. I occasionally went in with 9. I actually started with 9 at the very ends of my lashes and kind of filled in here and there, you know, with 11s, you know, for the shorter lashes. But for the most part, you know, the longer ones, I was going for the 15. Mind you, the longest lashes I have are not a 15. I don't know what size they are, but I love them. So I'm gonna have to do more research. But this is my first time doing this, and honestly, I thought, I was a little afraid it was going to be a little difficult to do, but it really wasn't. Like, it really wasn't. If I didn't have makeup on, I'll be able to show you guys. Like, let me take this spoolie. You see that? You see that? It's comfortable. And yes, I did decide to go with the hair glue ultimately in the end because it didn't dry as fast as the Kiss I Envy glue. Like, as soon as I would go to dip my lash into it, by the time I get to my eyes, it was not sticking. So you'll see a piece of that in the video. But anyways, if you are curious to know everything that I used in this video, once again, just let me know and I'll leave the links. This is a lot, so I don't want to do it if nobody's watching. So anywho, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love and harmony, and be blessed. Yes.